Hi everyone, Crafty Smith here. Welcome to the first of my three-part series where I make Animal Crossing in the Hoop keychains. And to start off with, I'm going to make a bag of bells. So, let's get started. I began by sketching a quick drawing and sending it over to Procreate, where there I refined it and colored it in. It also helps to have a clean image for the digitizing part. I'll be using Bernina Creative 9 embroidery program. For this project, I'll be making it for a 4x4 hoop size. That way anyone with an embroidery machine will be able to make it too. So I just gotta share that this sounds like Pong anytime I'm doing any kind of outline. I got rid of the digitized red ribbon because it was going into the second line weird. I decided to just trace it and fill it in myself. I actually figured out how to resolve this issue without deleting it, and I ended up doing that in the next part. So like and subscribe and turn on notifications to find out when the next episode comes out. If you're wondering what this line is on top of it, it's to anchor the grosgrain ribbon to loop the keychain through. Don't be confused by this giant square. It's a basting square to hold the top stabilizer down. It helps the fluffy fabric have a clean stitch design in the end. Now to see the stitch simulator to catch mistakes, which I failed to see this mistake. I didn't actually see the mistake until I was watching the real thing. It still turned out good in the end though. You'll see. Now to get my bell to make the bag. I didn't realize till now that it looks like packaged cheese. Onto the machine. The big 3.0 update for Animal Crossing is happening now, and I am so excited for it. I am most excited for the Legend of Zelda items that have been included. They had Legend of Zelda items in New Leaf and was shocked when they had nothing for New Horizons. So of course I was jumping for joy when I heard the news for the new update. For those of you who are playing, what are you most excited for the new update? Here is when I noticed that it wasn't connected. I just prayed that it would turn out well in the end and not have any awkward gaps, which it didn't. Yay! Now to take off the rest of the top stabilizer. This is the grosgrain ribbon I mentioned earlier, and I have a double layered for extra strength. I just place it down by the needle, careful not to catch my finger in the process. I laid the backing fabric with fuzzy side down and sew the last stitch. It's looking pretty good so far. But before we cut it, I'm gonna go see my boy Cap'n real quick. Originally, I thought that the update would come out on the 15th, but for time zone reasons, I got it on January 14th. So I thought I would sprinkle in some magic on Cap'n to bring him into the new update. Look how happy he is now, whistling along. Of course he's happy. He has his wife living in town. Now, without further ado, on to the next part. For this next part, I'll give you a little bit of ASMR. For stitching up the back, I prefer to use embroidery floss. It's super cheap, strong, and comes in a huge variety of colors. At the end of the tail, I tie a double knot, and then whatever's left over, I just trim it. Now, I always poke a hole right at the base of the hole, poking from the inside. To close it up, I do a ladder stitch. Now, I'll admit, I struggled a little bit because the poly pellets, they kept spilling out of it. But I was determined to keep them all in. To finish it up, I have the floss come through the opening. It's so satisfying to pull those threads and just see it all seal up. Tie a double knot, then find the hole again right next to the thread and pull it through all the way, hiding the knot into the bag. And that's pretty much it done. Give it a few smacks. The poly pellets give it a nice feeling between the fingers. You could use it as a type of fidget if you wanted to. All that's left to do is to add the keychain. This design is available in my Etsy store now, and the link is in the description below. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and stay tuned for the next part where I will be creating the item leaf or the unassessed fossil. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!